Penance is another one of those words that has very religious like connotations. I wouldn't use it unless in a religious context. So it's hard for you to understand like with a secular mindset. But as far as I can tell, everybody's already doing it. So yesterday's video was about confession, and penance is what comes off the back of that. So you might want to check that video out. But you are probably already doing penance. If you're kind of the self-improvement mindset and you're trying to better your life or achieve goals, you are probably doing some form of penance. And I noticed it in myself and basically everybody around me. So the first step is confessing your sins. And to make this secular, if you want to lose weight, eating chocolate cake would be a sin. It's not leading to life, it's not leading to the goal. So once you've confessed your sin, you kind of have to put it right. So one form of penance, if you've eaten a chocolate cake and it had 300 calories in it, a good form of penance would be going for a run to burn 300 calories. That solves, I guess you could call this karma as well, but that solves the problem. So the way it was explained to me on a RCIA course to become a Catholic, the father said, if you come to me and like do a confession and say, Father, I need to confess I've sinned, I've murdered somebody, he can't tell anybody. There is, I can't remember what the word is, but it's 100% confidential. He can't go and tell the police, but he will prescribe penance. So he will say, to atone for that sin, the penance is you need to go and hand yourself in. So it just works. Like, it's a religious practice, but in reality, like physically, that still works. So you do the sin and then you have to do the penance to make up for it. And the same goes for any goal you have, and you're probably already doing it. So if you're on a diet and you overeat your calories, your penance is tomorrow you have to eat less calories, otherwise you're not going to achieve the goal. And if you're not very active, the penance you prescribe yourself is you have to go to the gym. So say you do an office job, so you're not active all day, you're sat at a desk. You prescribe yourself the penance of going to the gym. And I see it everywhere. I see people going for jogs, in the gym, in the sauna, and like they're really hard practices. So sea swims, I got heavily into sea swims, and it's very popular. Like the Wim Hof method is very popular, and you look around and it's a bunch of people all doing penance. So if you look in your life, you're probably not religious, but you might already be doing penance. Where are you applying practices that make up for shortcomings? So do you go to the gym? Because you could just not do anything, you could just chill, but you're choosing to do penance. So let me know if this is something that resonates. I just find it interesting that a lot of these practices are applicable even if you're not religious, and it's quite useful to learn the terminology rather than just, because for a very long time I've explored a lot of religions, but Christianity was like the last one. The door was closed for a very long time, and I'd hear things like penance and it just doesn't even register. I don't even know. I kind of had a vague idea what it meant, but it didn't click, it didn't sit right. Whereas other religions, like karma, I understand karma. I kind of think, oh yeah, cause and effect. If I punch someone in the face, there's probably going to be repercussions. Penance, you know, what's that? So I'm just trying to demystify it a little bit, and let me know if that makes sense, and if you've noticed that you kind of think, oh yeah, I do make up for these things.